Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. From Homestead Media, this is HHS In Depth.
HHS DECA!
Coming up today on HHS In Depth. Navigating the hallways of Homestead is hard enough, but for the past 2 weeks, we've had to dodge water buckets as well. Find out the reason behind our ceiling issues.
Plus, State DECA 2022 took place this week, and many Homestead students are heading to nationals. You'll find out who in today's show. Those stories and more, straight ahead. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Jacob Bashford.
And I'm Carly Flanagan. And Jacob, we get another day to sleep in tomorrow.
I know, right? We haven't had a full week of school in quite some time.
Well, simply walking from class to class each day has come to many students' attention that our school has suffered major roof and ceiling water damage. HHS In Depth reporter Luke Gayer joins us now to tell us what's being done about the school's roof issues.
If you've looked up throughout the school, you may have noticed the damage on the ceiling panels. Mrs. Summers explained the main cause, when the ceilings will be fixed, and what's being done to prevent this from happening in the future. Mrs. Summers said that the main cause was water leaking through cracks in the roof. Since the roof is made of asphalt, many of the problems with it are similar to those that you could see on a road. In addition to this, and it being a flat roof, the cracks have been getting wider over time because of freezing and thawing. On the other hand, she couldn't give a specific date for when ceiling repairs will be completed. She said that the company that warranted the roof was working to fix it as quickly as possible, but are facing difficulties due to labor shortages. Meanwhile, the new roof will be made out of a different material. So instead of being made out of asphalt, it will instead be a PVC membrane system. It will have a longer lifespan, less maintenance needs, and will be less impacted by changing seasons than the current Homestead roof. While it can't exactly be pinpointed when repairs will be finished, the maintenance team is doing everything they can to prevent any further damage. So all Homestead students should make sure to thank them once they see them in the hallway. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Luke Gayer.
Thanks, Luke. DECA is a business competition club here at Homestead, and every year, students get the chance to go to the state competition in Indy. Reporter Jenna Lane takes a look back at how the competition went earlier this week.
I'm here in Indianapolis at the state DECA competition, and everyone here is so excited to be able to take part in the full DECA experience after going online last year.
DECA stands for the Distributive Education Clubs of America, and it's essentially a business competition organization where students compete and learn about business and are able to learn a little bit about professional development.
You're learning from the judges through their feedback and also just your own presentation skills, getting everything ready. Truly having one of the funnest experiences I think you can have in high school.
Alone from the competition itself, students may also apply to become a state officer. This presents an opportunity for students to get more involved and dive deeper into their leadership skills.
So as a state officer specifically, our entire year is essentially spent planning state. So picking out the keynote speakers, picking out the music, the theme, all that kind of stuff. And at state, we obviously compete just like everyone else, but we also do a lot of practice to host each evening session.
DECA is a highly regarded business competition, and it can be a great way to gain knowledge in a competitive setting.
I really just think you should join DECA for the experience. I mean, it sounds cheesy, but it's something I think you really won't ever forget. And when you look back on your high school memories, you'll be like, I really enjoyed that 2 days in Indy that I had with my friends and competing, of course, but just the experience as a whole.
DECA is a really fun way to learn a little bit about business. It's also just a really fun way to hang out with your friends. Even if you're not interested in business as a career, it's always great to have some business skills. Plus, it's always just a great experience.
Congratulations to all of the state participants and good luck to everyone who has qualified for the international competition. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Jenna Lane.
Thanks, Jenna. Homestead had a very successful state competition at DECA with 14 students advancing to nationals in Atlanta. Congratulations to all students shown here, and good luck to all as they head to nationals in Atlanta in April.
After coming off an unseasonably warm weekend, it has cooled down outside, and in typical Indiana fashion, temperatures have been completely random. Stay with us. I'll be back later to let you know what you can expect tonight and the long weekend following.
Attention seniors. The time has come to submit your pictures for the slideshow that plays annually at graduation. Send in any pictures that showcase fun memories that you have from elementary to high school. If you would like to see your photos in the graduation slideshow, check your email to access the Google Sheet link where you can put as many photos as you'd like. Make sure to have all your photos in by the May 20th deadline, as there will be no extensions. Welcome back to HHS In Depth. Juniors and seniors, Dirty Deckers girls dodgeball and Notorious Netters boys volleyball tournament signups are available from Mrs. Moss in room 723. Go see her before the end of the day today to sign up.
Iceland travelers, you will have a very important meeting next week, Tuesday, March 15th at 6 p.m. in room 208. Attendance is required for this meeting, so check your email for more information.
It's not too late to join Unified Track and Field. Please reach out to Coach Radloff or Coach Hoffer if you have any questions at the email address shown here.
Just a reminder that tomorrow is an e-learning flex day. Teachers will be attending workshops in the morning, but they will be available to answer your questions in the afternoon. Be sure to complete all your assignments when they are posted Friday morning.
And now here's a rundown of clubs meeting at Homestead over the next week. Anime Club meets today after school in room 924. Basket Weaving Club will meet today after school in room 204. Geography Club will be meeting today in Mr. Emy's room. They will be discussing the continent of Europe and its physical and human geography. Interested in yoga? Yoga Club will be held at Fusion Yoga today at 4 p.m. There's no prior experience needed. You just need water and a yoga mat. Email or see Ms. Warfield at room 713 if you would like to join or have any questions.
One of the many performing art-based programs within Homestead High School is the dance team. But what are they doing to prepare for the state and national performances? Here's HHS In-Depth reporter Christopher Bay with the story.
Showing their prowess and talent within the dance community, the Homestead Dance Program continues to make strides for their end-of-season ventures to state and national finals.
I really believe this program's helped with my communication skills. When I started dance, I was really quiet and kept to myself, but being around everybody and being a part of a team has really helped me communicate, and I'm more open about how I feel and what I do.
Like dancing itself really pushed me. That's why I joined the program, and my love for dance. Because before this, I had no dance experience since freshman year, and I've grown throughout the seasons and the years from Coach Brittany teaching me and all of that, and it's just been a really fun experience.
Being a part of this program has definitely taught me a lot about leadership and work ethic. I have definitely a new perspective of being a leader and new qualities of being a leader, and I've learned to always work hard and always put 100% into everything you do and just never fall back onto anything.
The Homestead Dance Team has been pushing and rehearsing harder than ever to be the best they can be for their recent trip to nationals and their upcoming venture for a state title.
I'm definitely excited to see how much we're going to grow in the next few weeks. We do a lot of cleaning and reconstructing of forms and movements, and I'm really excited to see the improvement we're going to have because I know that we're going to put a lot of work in, and I just can't wait to see that final result.
We are definitely going hard during practice. We are focusing on our technical strength as well as our endurance because a lot of the competitors at nationals are going to be very strong in those categories. We're a really strong team, but now we have to work to be as a whole and clean and be very uniform.
Even when working to win a national championship, they still find time to enjoy the happy moments that they have from past years, while looking forward to more happy moments to celebrate their victories as a group.
My all-time favorite memory is probably nationals my freshman year because the experiments is so fun, and you get to see so much different competitors that we don't see in just Indiana, and getting to dance on a stage rather than a gym floor, it just feels so surreal and it's so fun and exciting.
I'd say my favorite memory was definitely going to nationals my freshman year. It was my first year on the Homestead Dance Team, and getting to travel with my team to Orlando and getting to see the diversity of all these other teams in the nation was a really, really nice experience, and I just will always remember it.
I believe one of my best memories is going to state last year. They had these bleachers. They weren't really maintained well, and it kind of brought a hole, maybe a foot long piece of wood through my leg. Yeah, that's definitely going to stick with me for a really long time.
Within the dance team, there are high hopes for a great national and state performance. Two captains wanted to share how much going to nationals means to them to cap off an amazing year.
This being my senior year on dance team, I'm just really looking forward to having the opportunity to end my senior year on a good note and dance my hardest and do my very best with the people that I love dancing with every day.
I'm so excited for nationals. I've yet to have a nationals experience because it's been canceled in the past due to COVID, and all I've heard is seniors rave about it, and I'm really excited because our team is really strong this year, so I think we have a pretty good chance.
They had a great chance, and they ran with it. Even dancing on a national stage is to be celebrated, but the junior varsity went beyond expectations and won their hip-hop category, being the first JV hip-hop group to win nationals for Homestead, and finally, bringing home a national championship since 2004. For the Homestead dance program, we can say that this year was a success, but they're not done yet, as they'll be heading down to state finals to hopefully bring home a championship. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Christopher Bay.
With the main media center location closed temporarily, there's now a new way to check out books. HHS In Depth reporter Michelle Obioma explains how you can find your favorite books in lieu of their closing.
This past week, you may have noticed that the media center has been closed. Don't fret though, as your favorite books are still within reach. You can still check out books through the card catalog linked on your Canvas dashboard. If Destiny Discovery is more your style, that's fine too. Use either one of these methods to see if the book you want to check out is still available. After you've checked the availability of the book that you would like to read, fill out the book request form, also linked on your Canvas dashboard. After you've filled out your request, swing by the Media Center lab located across from Discipline to receive your books. If you make a book request before 11 a.m., you'll be able to pick up your book in the classroom next to the Media Center in the afternoon. If you make a request after 11, your book will be available the next day. This new method will serve as a temporary fix for the time being while the Media Center works to get up and running. Happy reading, Spartans!
Thanks, Michelle. Well, last Saturday was one of the best days we've had in a long time weather-wise.
Yeah, and now I want to know when we'll see that type of weather again.
Graham DeWitt joins us now to let us know.
Thank you, Jacob and Carly. It will be cloudy for most of the day as the temperature will go up to 48 degrees and down to 32. Make sure to wear a hoodie and stay warm if you're going to do anything outside. Friday temperatures will be colder during the day and continue to get colder at night. There's also a chance of having snow that should last throughout the day. Clearly, the groundhog was right at the beginning of February when he predicted 6 more weeks of winter. Taking a look into the weekend, both the cold temperatures as well as the snow from Friday will carry over into Saturday, only reaching 26 degrees. However, the cold won't last that long since it will get back up to 47 degrees on Sunday. It should remain mostly cloudy throughout the long weekend, but that's no reason to stay inside the entire time. Will the weather next week be suddenly warm again? I'll return later with that outlook to answer that question.
All right. Thank you, Graham.
Next in sports, it was a big week as our boys basketball team is headed back to regionals and our gymnastics team is headed back to state.
Anthony Gary is in next to break it all down in the Locker Report.
Next week on HHS In Depth, reporter Jenna Lane will bring you a story about Homestead Media's annual IASB Awards trip. Catch this story and more next week.
Welcome back to the Locker Report. I'm Anthony Gary. The boys basketball team took home their second straight sectional title with a win last Saturday versus Southside. Caleb Wood is in now with a recap.
After last weekend, only 16 Class 4A teams remained on the road to the state championship. And after sweeping past New Haven on Friday night, the Spartans were back out at Huntington North to take on Southside in the sectional final. First quarter, Lawyer to Kyron Kaupuiki for 3 from the left wing, but Southside taking the lead early on. Though Spartans would come back in the second. This time it's Grady's swing from the corner and he knocks it down. Tie ball game at the half. Then Kaupuiki Euro step to the rim and it's good. Spartans now with the lead. And right here Grant Leaper slams it home for the Spartans. And with time winding down once again, tie ball game, but Fletcher Lawyer deposits the mid-range 2, giving the Spartans the early lead. And just like the regular season, Spartans would survive to win the sectional title as they move on to face Westfield Saturday morning.
After a record-breaking day at the regionals, the gymnastics team is advancing to state. The team overall had a score of 112.8, which is a new school record. Gina Zarelli led the Spartans, winning every single event and the all-around for the third straight year. She broke the school record on the uneven bars with a 9.80. Senior Jillian Woolwin placed fourth on the beam with a 9.5, third on floor with 9.475, and fourth in the all-around. Sophomore Allison Sirks placed fifth on beam with a 9.425, second on floor with a 9.5, and fifth in the all-around. Good luck to them at state this weekend. Another team that recently competed at state was the boys swim and dive team. Brendan Waite finished 12th at state in the dive, and Owen Lindsay finished 13th in the 100-yard fly and 15th in the 200 IM. Also, the team of Joey Hammis, Noah Van Vudem, Colin Wolrand, and Owen Lindsay placed 18th in the 200 freestyle relay. Congratulations to all of the swimmers on another successful season. Senior Ayanna Patterson was presented her McDonald's All-American jersey this past Tuesday at the girls' basketball team banquet. Tomorrow, the Indy Star will announce the 2022 Miss Basketball, with Ayanna being the heavy favorite to win this award. If she does, she would join 2017 grad Carissa McLaughlin as the only Homestead Spartan to ever win the state's Top Player Award. And finally, Saturday is another huge day as the boys basketball team travels down to Logansport to take on Westfield at 12. If the Spartans win that game, they will play again Saturday night at 8 against the winner of the Kokomo and Snyder game. Make sure you show up and cheer on our Spartans as they are on their quest to win the state title. For the Locker Report, I'm Anthony Gary. Make sure you check out our social media links below for all Homestead sporting athletic updates. Stay tuned to HHS In Depth as Graham will have a final check of the forecast when we come back.
Continuing the trend from the weekend, it should be mostly cloudy throughout the week, with it raining in the afternoon on both Monday and Thursday. Temperatures will vary a lot, with highs ranging from the high 40s to the low 60s, and lows stretching from 20 degrees up to 45. It might be smart to wear a light jacket for the first part of the week, but once we get farther along the week, you may even want to consider wearing shorts. It may sound weird to hear that after we'll have a relatively cold weekend, but let me remind you, we live in Indiana. Now that we are through the first full week of March, temperatures will continue to vary from the 40s to the 60s. Since the weather changes a lot around this time, it might be best to expect the unexpected. Jacob, Carly, back to you.
All right, thank you, Graham, and thank you for watching today.
Good luck to all of our Homestead athletes and other performers in action this weekend.
Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you back here again next week.